Hi, I'm Dr. Field Harrison. I'm the owner and CEO of Mint Dentistry, and this is my weekly leadership talk. I want to talk today about leadership and the three most important attributes a leader needs to be effective. And for me, it's an easy three. You have to be competent in what you do. If you're leading people through competence, they'll trust you. If you aren't good at whatever it is that you do, nobody wants to follow a leader who's incompetent in any way. And not that mistakes don't happen, but those that follow you need to be able to trust that you're competent in what they trust you to do. So competency doesn't get enough credit for being one of the main attributes of leadership. The second would be bravery. You have to make tough decisions being a leader. It takes bravery to be a leader. You cannot go at this and be timid and be a leader. Being a leader requires bravery. It requires you to be different than other people. You have to be brave enough to be alone, brave enough to possibly be lonely, brave enough to be able to not have the community that you might be used to, because there's isolation in leadership, but it requires you to fight through that fear and fight through a lot of fears to be an effective leader. And one of the most important parts of being a leader brings you to the third, would be commitment. You have to be committed to the process, to being a leader, because there are days where you don't want to be. And the higher up you get in leadership, the tougher it gets. It's beyond brutal. It is so isolating some days that you don't know how you're going to be able to deal with it. But you have to be committed to it, because the enemy wants you to not be a leader. And you've got to be brave to stand up to all the challenges of leadership. You got to remain competent, but you got to be able to be committed to it, because nobody wants to follow a leader that's here today and gone tomorrow. The best leaders are the most committed leaders, and you can trust that they're going to be around tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And so those would be my main leadership traits that I'd focus on if you're learning to be a leader, if you're a new leader, or even if you're a veteran leader and you're trying to increase your effectiveness. I would say increase your competency in whatever it is that you're tasked with, and increase your bravery to take risks that are challenging, that show and highlight your leadership. But make sure you're committed, because whether you're committed not only in the moment, in present, but if they feel like you might be gone next year or the next day, then nobody wants to follow a leader that isn't even committed. And so there are probably countless other attributes, but when asked what my three most important attributes of a leadership is, I would say those are my top three today. Thank you, and have a blessed day.